Hey, we're back on YouTube. Guys, I promise you I'm doing my best here with the internet. There's only so much I can do here. So maybe I'll just leave this in the corner over here where I had it and go from there. So this will bring up Brandon Sterling with the bases loaded and nobody out. After Witt walks and Pribble with a single here. So we got Danuser on third, Witt on second, Pribble on first. Swing and a miss there. Now 0-2. With Brody Millsap on deck here. Oh-2 delivery. Curveball catches the outside corner for strike 3. And the first out of the inning will bring up Michael Kincaid. Excuse me.
Now batting Michael Kincaid.
Go ahead and comment down below on the feed there and let me know if the video's improved. 0-1 in there to Kincaid. Those of you watching on YouTube, sorry I had to do that to you. That one inside, 1-1. So, at some point, the internet cut out totally. Facebook has an automatic pause feature. YouTube gives it a 30-second timeout. When it does not reach that restream between that 30-second gap, it completely ends it. So I had to do that and start it over. Kincaid down the first base line. This is going to get through. They're going to say safe, I believe. Yes, he is going to be safe. So 3-2 now as Danuser comes across the plate here. And we've got a ball game, ladies and gentlemen, with just one out. And still bases loaded for Brody Millsap. Anyway, if YouTube, sorry that you had to come back to the second part here. The internet has a timeout feature, and once it reaches that, it stops the stream, so I had to restart it. I'm so sorry. This one down and in, ball one. I'm not an IT guy. I'm a hillbilly figuring out technology as I go. 1-0 here. Brody Millsap with the bases juiced. Slaps this one out towards center field. It is caught. Runners will have to go back. They double up Cooper. Or excuse me. They double up Pribble over there at second base as Millsap flies out to center, and they complete the double play there. So we head to the bottom of the fourth here. 3-2 Houston. We'll be back with you in just a moment after this. The Bank of Iberia first opened its doors in 1899 and has been tirelessly serving the Miller, Pulaski, and surrounding counties ever since. You don't stay in business that long without knowing a thing or two about taking care of your neighbors. With branches in Iberia and Waynesville, they offer checking, savings, loans, and the friendly customer service that you've come to expect from your hometown bank. So roll on over to Rocktown or wheel into Waynesville and find out what the Bank of Iberia can do for you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. When disaster strikes, every second matters. Water, fire, mold, and storm damage or trauma cleanup can feel overwhelming, but you don't have to face it alone. At U.S. Disaster Restoration, our certified restoration experts are on call 24/7, arriving fast to protect what matters most. From cleanup to complete rebuild, we restore your home or property and your peace of mind. If you need help fast, give us a call. At U.S. Disaster Restoration, we restore any disaster. For 125 years, the Marys dedicated to serving Pulaski County and the surrounding communities. We have friendly in-house services for your auto, ag, home, business, and personal banking needs. With 11 locations, including Richland and St. Robert, the Marys County Bank is a convenient way to manage your finances. Come face today at any of our 11 locations and let our knowledgeable staff serve your needs. The Marys County Bank, member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Are you fed up with the limited selection and high prices at the big box stores? Have you grown weary of paying a premium for steaks that don't meet your expectations? Then it's time you see Chris, Todd, and Ira at Three Brothers Meat Company. Three Brothers is your local family-owned butcher shop where you'll find top-quality meats at fair market prices. From chicken, beef, pork, and fish to even something like ostrich or alligator, they've got it all. Plus, with a wide variety of sides, sauces, and spices, and even catering, they are your one-stop shop. Three Brothers Meat Company. Great meat, great service, great people.
First batter here in the inning for the Houston Tigers, Jasper McCloy, hits this one out into the gap. Over the head of Jesse Dickinson there at shortstop. And he'll be on with a leadoff single for the Houston Tigers here on the first pitch he sees. So runner on first now for Tucker Vinn. That one in there for strike one.
Tucker Vinn.
So the Venn diagrams. Up. Pick off. Get McCloy probably. Nope. Throw was high from. Did you guys see the umpire there? Like, he refuses to raise his arm above his shoulder, I'm pretty sure. Anyway, safe is McCloy with a stolen base there. The throw from first base over there by Cam Brent was just high. Brody kicks and fires that one in there for strike two. Tucker Vinn reached and was caught stealing back in the first inning. Got him on the same play they just did with McCloy there. 0-2 on the way. Breaking ball run inside. Sterling keeps it in front of him. And that'll keep McCloy at second base for the moment at least. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That one hit out towards right field. It's going to be in the gap, and it's going to get down. McCloy is going to score. Vinn headed for third base. The relay throw is not going to be anywhere near in time, and they throw it over the head of Riley Bench. And McCloy scores, but Vinn will stay at third there after the overthrow. So Tucker Vinn with an RBI triple makes it 4-2 here in favor of the Houston Tigers. And that'll bring up Blake Sanders, who has a solo home run on the day back in the second inning. If you missed that one, don't worry, we'll have a clip of it up here in a day or so. First one inside on Blake there. 1-0.
Now batting number 30, Blake Sanders.
So Sanders now 1-0. That one swung on and missed, 1-1. That one swung on and missed, 1-2. Sanders says already hit one, might as well try to hit another. Fouls that one away into the net back here, 1-2 still. So nobody out here. 1-2 count on Sanders. Millsap kicks and fires that one low, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. That one gonna get in there just barely for strike 3. Whatever that was, it had a lot of movement to it and garnered the strike 3 call. So 1 out here, runner on third for Ethan Carter. First one into him is a strike. Oh, 1. Millsap kicks and fires, swung on a miss, strike 2. And Ricky angry. Millsap gets the call for the 0-2 and fires that one in and hits Carter. So runners on first and third here, and that probably didn't feel good because Millsap is visibly frustrated out there, and he's trying to throw hard, and that one just got away from him. I don't think it was anything intentional towards Ethan Carter in particular, but he is not happy with the way this game's gone so far. I usually don't see him change his face at all, but I can see he's irritated. But he's a good enough pitcher. He can pitch his way out of trouble here and regain his composure. Griffin Aaron due up here with runners on the corners and 1 out. Millsap fires. That one fouled away. 0-2 now. But yes, Ricky angry. 0-2 on the way. Brody Millsap fires the 0-2. That one up and out. They're going to throw it back to Brody. Try to get the runner at third, but Vin is back safely. So 1-2 now. For anybody who who hasn't watched before, I called Brody Millsap Ricky because he reminds me of Ricky Henderson when he's on base. And Ricky Henderson always spoke in the third person, so for anybody who was confused, as that breaking ball is fouled away into the net, keep it here at 1-2. Yeah, so anybody out there who hadn't heard that before and was confused as to what was going on, I called Brody Ricky about 3/4 of the time. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. That one gets away from Sterling, bounces back from the backstop. Sterling is going to have Vin in the rundown. They're trying to run down the lead runner here. They'll tag him. And that will be the second out of the inning here. Sterling played that off the backstop pretty well. And wipes Tucker Vin off the base paths here. Carter goes back to second. Now the 2-2 delivery is up high for a full count here on the number 8 hitter, Griffin Aaron. Reached on an error by the right fielder and was thrown out taking third in the same at bat. Full count pitch, just a bit outside, tried that corner and missed. And that'll put runners on first and second here for the number 9 hitter, Jackson Morgan, who struck out in his first at bat. And the coaches are going to go have a word with Ricky here. Coach Millsap going to go talk to Brody Millsap. Try to calm him down, get him out of the inning here. We'll be back with you in just a moment after this.
Donnie's Garage is the place to take your vehicle for any and all of your maintenance and repair needs. Donnie's has the experience and knowledge to repair cars, trucks, farm implements, skid steers, and so much more. If it has wheels, Donnie's Garage can get it rolling. I trust him with my vehicles, and you can too. So whether you need new brakes, a new engine, an oil change, or an overhaul, be sure to give Donnie's Garage a call. 417-718-5530 and tell him that Kale sent you.
And that pitch will get away 1-0 here on Morgan. Stoutland softball team in action tonight, too, against Plato. Did not come away with a win, unfortunately, but that spring softball is probably Plato's best sport at the moment, so no shame there. 2-0 here, now on Morgan. Playing left field today, he struck out in his first at bat. Got 2 on with 2 outs. He hits this one out towards center. Pribble runs underneath it and slides and does not catch it. That'll score Ethan Carter. That was a sliding effort there by Pribble, but could not squeeze it as Morgan is now on first base. Carter comes around to score, and that moves Griffin Aaron over to third. And a 3-run deficit now for the Stoutland Tigers with 2 outs in the inning. They're going to pick off over to first, throw to home. It's not in time. He slid around it. So Griffin Aaron uses his speed and steals home there to make it 6-2 here, Houston. So Jackson Morgan over to second base. And that's something they work on. We see that more than on one occasion. And here's something else we see quite a bit. The coach over there for Houston is asking why that's not a balk. And Coach Nicholson is going out to talk to the other umpire to see what, trying to figure out what's up here. Both coaches are out there trying to get an explanation. That's exactly what it is. They're asking why that's not a balk. But Brody has only been called on that maybe. See if we can see what's going on here. If she didn't have the damn background music on, I could hear what they were saying. Well, I cranked this thing up. I was playing with it yesterday. So, I'm not seeing what the problem is here. Coach Nicholson is upset now. I'm guessing because this has happened, 3 or 4 times before. Brody uses that pickoff move. The other coaches argue that he was already headed to first or headed to home, so it should be ruled a balk. The run counts. So 6-2 with 2 outs, runner on second. It's all that arguing. This one popped over to the first base side for the 3rd out. Takes us to the top of the 5th here. 6-2 Houston. We'll be back with you here in just a minute after this.
At First State Community Bank, we go beyond banking. We're your neighbor and dedicated to strengthening our communities. We build personal relationships, take the time to understand your unique needs, and offer meaningful financial advice to help you achieve your goals. Whether you're saving for your dream home, planning for your child's education, or growing your business, we're here for every step. Because when you succeed, our community thrives. Stop by our Richland location or learn more at fscb.com. First State Community Bank, success starts here. Member FDIC.
The only thing rising faster than summer temperatures is the cost to cool your home or workspace. Let Deer Duff Insulation help you battle those rising costs with high-quality insulation. Deer Duff offers open and closed cell spray foam as well as batt, fiberglass, and cellulose insulation to fit your needs. Not only does high-quality insulation cut energy costs, but it also helps to protect your home from water damage and mold. For your crawl space or commercial space, agricultural buildings, and anything in between, call Dalton and the crew for your free estimate today. The Bank of Iberia first opened its doors in 1899 and has been tirelessly serving the Miller, Pulaski, and surrounding counties ever since. You don't stay in business that long without knowing a thing or two about taking care of your neighbors. With branches in Iberia and Waynesville, they offer checking, savings, loans, and the friendly customer service that you've come to expect from your hometown bank. So roll on over to Rocktown or wheel into Waynesville and find out what the Bank of Iberia can do for you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Hunting is a heritage in the Bing Creek family, and we want to share it with your family too. With over 80 years of combined experience out in the woods, we know there is nothing more exciting than a successful hunt. So Bing Creek makes high-quality mouth and friction calls that will drive those long beards wild, as well as grunt calls and scents that will bring those trophy bucks a-running. So before you hit the woods this season, hike on over to our website at bingcreekgamecalls.com and order the best game calls that the Ozarks has to offer.
And the umpire just warned both benches about nitpicking. So no more yelling at the umps. Riley Bench hits this one over to third. It is mishandled. Vin cannot get the throw over there in time. And Riley Bench is safe. Yeah, I'm going to have to score that an E5, but he is on safely for the third time in this ball game. And that'll bring up Jesse Dickinson, who has two singles in the ball game here.
Number 1, Jesse Dickinson.
So with nobody out and one on, Jesse Dickinson steps in. Hammers this one out into left field. And the throw in is in time to get the force out. Nice job out in left field by Griffin Aaron. He played shallow on purpose. And with the ball in play, threw that out at second and got the force. You don't see an outfield assist on second base very often. So Riley Bench
Now batting the first baseman, number 14, Cameron Brent.
thrown out at second for the first out of the inning. That's good. That is good baseball IQ out there. Knowing that, one, Dickinson is a pull hitter, and number two, that they had a good enough arm in left to get that out at second. Because most of the time you get yelled at for that. This one bounced down to first, and they'll get the second out of the inning here. As Cam Brent grounds out to the first baseman for the second out. Dickinson will advance to second. And that'll bring up... Oh! And that just happened. In case you missed it. Dickinson over there at second. They got Brent at first. Then Dickinson started to head back. Guess he didn't realize that he was safe and got tagged out. Just a mental mistake there. And that has been the name of the game so far for Stoutland in the ball game. So we head to the bottom of the fifth inning here. 6-2 Houston. We'll be back with you in just a moment after this.
Nothing says a ball game like hot dogs and popcorn, but after the game, it's time to slide on into Lou's Place in Richland. Lou's has a mouth-watering burger and crispy hand-cut fries, as well as wraps, wings, and many other things, so every trip to your plate is a home run. Featuring trivia and tacos every Tuesday, as well as karaoke and weekly specials, there's always something new going on at Lou's. So here's your sign to swing on by Lou's Place, 700 West Washington in Richland.
So the Houston coach going to the field umpire. Coach Nicholson going over to the plate umpire, having some discussions as we get ready to enter the bottom of the 5th inning. 6-2, Houston leads it here. First pitch in there, high. This is Knox McCloy leading it off here. McCloy the younger. That one just off the outside corner here, 1-1 or 2-1 now. That one, a ball, 3-1. Nope, 2-2. No, it was 3-1. Okay. So he'll walk to start the inning here. Knox is on first base for the second time in the ball game here. That'll bring up Aiden Scantlin, who was hit by a pitch and scored back in the first inning, then flew out to first base. That one catches the inside corner. Nice tailing two-seamer there for strike one. That last 2 here. Nobody out, runner on second. This one hit over into left field. It's going to be a single. It's going to be a double. Left fielder did not get it cleanly. To 2. As McCloy comes around to score here. And I believe that's going to be the end of the night here for Brody Millsap. Maybe, maybe not. It will. Brody not very happy with being pulled out of the game, so we'll have a pitching change here with nobody out and a runner on second for Houston. We'll be back after the warm-ups here for the at-bat of McCloy in a moment.
At First State Community Bank, we go beyond banking. We're your neighbor and dedicated to strengthening our communities. We build personal relationships, take the time to understand your unique needs, for meaningful financial advice to help you achieve your goals. Whether you're saving for your dream home, planning for your child's education, or growing your business, we're here for every step. Because when you succeed, our community thrives. Stop by our Richland location or learn more at fscb.com. First State Community Bank, success starts here. Member FDIC.
The only thing rising faster than summer temperatures is the cost to cool your home or workspace. Let Deer Duff Insulation help you battle those rising costs with high-quality insulation. Deer Duff offers open and closed cell spray foam as well as bat, fiberglass, and cellulose insulation to fit your needs. Not only does high-quality insulation cut energy costs, but it also helps to protect your home from water damage and mold. For your crawl space or commercial space, agricultural buildings, and anything in between, call Dalton and the crew for your free estimate today. The Bank of Iberia first opened its doors in 1899 and has been tirelessly serving the Miller, Pulaski, and surrounding counties ever since. You don't stay in business that long without knowing a thing or two about taking care of your neighbors. With branches in Iberia and Waynesville, they offer checking, savings, loans, and the friendly customer service that you've come to expect from your hometown bank. So roll on over to Rocktown or wheel into Waynesville and find out what the Bank of Iberia can do for you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Hunting is a heritage in the Bing Creek family, and we want to share it with your family too. With over 80 years of combined experience out in the woods, we know there is nothing more exciting than a successful hunt. So Bing Creek makes high-quality mouth and friction calls that will drive those long beards wild, as well as grunt calls and scents that will bring those trophy bucks a running. So before you hit the woods this season, hike on over to our website at BingCreekGameCalls.com and order the best game calls that the Ozarks has to offer. For 125 years, the Marys County Bank has been dedicated to serving Pulaski County and the surrounding communities. We have friendly
So McCoy hit by a pitch here. McCoy the elder, that is. Puts runners on first and second. This one, pick off back to second base. So Jasper McCoy over on first after a hit by pitch. Aiden Scantlin over there on second. Bench throws this one in. It is fouled out. Just out of play down the right field line. For strike number 2. No, strike number 1. So Tucker Vinn with ducks on the pond here and no outs. Bench throws that one just a bit outside. 1-1 now. Just a bit outside. Tried the corner and missed. 1 ball, 1 strike. That one in there for a strike. Throw from Brandon Sterling gets away. And you got to wonder if he hit it off the bat there, which would be an interference call on the batter. Let's do a quick replay and see. Oh, went just past it. The 1-2 pitch there is low. That one, oh yeah, he did. Not intentional, but still something they could call if they felt like it. That one hit over to the shortstop, Dickinson. He can't field it. Run will cross. And everybody's safe. So that's 8-2 now. So Scantling comes across to score here. McCoy over to third. And Tucker Vinn to first on the E6. And that is either the 5th or the 6th error on the day. So the first pitch here to Sanders. That one outside. They'll throw it back to Bench on the mound here. Try to bait the runner over at third as Vinn takes the bag on defensive indifference here. 1-0 count on Sanders, who has a solo home run and a strikeout. And hits this one off the ground. A high hopper is going to get it into center field. And the ball gets through 2 Tigers on the way back into the infield. And Sanders drives in McCoy for an RBI single. His second RBI of the day and second hit of the day. And makes it 9-2 Houston. So Houston, with no outs on the board, 2 runners on track to run rule the Tigers here on their home turf. We got 1 game left after this. It is Conway versus Dixon for the championship. That one fouled away.
Now batting number 20, Ethan Carter.
And that makes it 0-1 here. So it's Ethan Carter stepping in. He is lined out to the center field here. And he was hit by a pitch and later scored. This one's going to get out into left center. And it's going to bounce over the fence for a ground rule double. So 1 run will score. So an RBI ground rule double for Ethan Carter. Makes it 10-2. With runners on second and third, still nobody out here. And we are on 7th hitter of the inning here, Griffin Aaron. Reached on an error and was thrown out at third in the 2nd inning. Walked in the 4th and then scored, and now he is going to be walked again to set up the force play at home. So it sets up a potential double play here with the number 9 hitter due up. Intentional base on balls for Griffin Aaron. Loads the bases with nobody out. That one in there for strike 1. And anybody out there who might not be a baseball strategist and wondering why in the heck you would do that, the 0-1 in there low, 1-1. So what it does is it sets up a double play opportunity. In the infield, anything on the ground to go immediately at a home base or to home plate. This one out to right, caught by Danuser. He'll have to chuck it in quickly. Runners will stay put after they get the first out. So still bases loaded with 1 out now for the leadoff hitter, Striker Sloan.
Now batting, Striker Sloan.
So anything in the infield here will go directly to home and then from home to first to try to get the force out. But something like that happens with the infield in and you're going to get at least 1 run in. That's exactly what just happened. Good piece of hitting there by Striker Sloan to make it 11-2 now with only 1 out and bases still loaded.
Going to the plate, number 31, Knox McCoy.
I'm going to be honest with you guys. I forget that I have the little telestrator thing sometimes. But it's kind of fun. And that'll bring up Knox McCoy as Houston has officially batted around in the inning. That one fouled away for strike 1. And the winning run on second base here. No, it is on third base. It's loaded. I didn't see him through the windowsill there. So the winning run on third. 1-1 here. So a walk, a hit, or a hard hit ground ball could end the game and the inning here. This one popped up out of play, 1-2. Strikeout would be best for the Stoutland Tigers. A ground ball or a hard hit ball to the outfield would be best for the Houston Tigers. 1-2 on the way. Breaking ball up high, 2-2. Inside, 3-2. So now full count. Payoff pitch on the way from bench is high, and he walks home the winning run for the Houston Tigers. And that is the ball game as Ethan Carter comes across for the 12th run. So 12-2, Houston wins it here. And let's get you the box score and as many stats as I can gather in a short period of time. So the Stoutland Tigers had 2 runs on 7 hits, committed between 4 and 6 errors, depending on the scorebook. Houston, 12 runs on 8 hits, 3 errors. Doubles by Carter and Stoutland, a triple by Tucker Vinn, a home run by Blake Sanders. Sanders ended up with 2 RBIs, Tucker Vinn with 2 RBIs. Stoutland, the winner, 5 innings pitched, 7 hits allowed, 2 runs, 1 earned, 6 strikeouts, 1 walk. And it was intentional. On the other end over here, Millsap with a hit, Riley Bench with 2 hits, Jesse Dickinson with 3 hits. And Austin Pribble with a hit for the Stoutland Tigers. 4 innings pitched, 4 hits, 8 runs. Only 4 earned of the 8 runs allowed by Brody Millsap in the loss. 3 strikeouts, 2 walks. Riley Bench, third of an inning. 4 hits, 4 runs, 4 earned, 2 walks on the day. Riley Bench with a double for the Stoutland Tigers. Riley Daniger with 2 errors. Cam Brent with an error, and Austin for the Stoutland Tigers. So 12-2, your final score here. If you guys are watching from Houston, thank you for tuning in. I'm sorry again about the internet issues. I'm doing the best I can with that. My personal internet that I have won't work down here either. So kind of doing the best I can with what I've got. Championship game coming up with Conway and Dixon. We're going to end the stream here in just a moment. Tune back in to watch the championship game. Should be a humdinger between Dixon and Conway here. Congratulations to the Houston Tigers on taking 3rd place in the Stoutland Spring Classic. And again, appreciate you guys for tuning in. If you're not a subscriber, please hit subscribe on your way out. If you're not a follower on Facebook, hit the follow button before you get out of there. And we appreciate y'all tuning in. We'll see you guys next time. We're going to go get ready for the next game here on Better Call Ball.